The Yorkshire Vet returns to Channel 5 with its 14th season, and it will see Julian, Norton and Peter Wright settle in at their new veterinary centres, administering medical and surgical aid to all creatures great and small. The job does not come without its challenges. Peter spoke exclusively to Express.co.uk about global issues impacting the industry today. The Yorkshire Vet is a staple part of Channel 5's evening schedule, and the uplifting documentary series continues to gain new fans. Viewers enjoy watching the heroic vets in the Dales as they selflessly support farmers during all hours of the day. Peter Wright loves his job more than anything, but there is no denying the industry poses a number of hurdles. Speaking to Express.co.uk, he addressed the impact the war between Russia and Ukraine was having on farmers. He said Ukraine produces a lot of wheat and the cost of running an agricultural business is rocketing. Peter explained, "I'm very concerned for the price of animal feed and fertilizer, which has quadrupled in price. You look at the machinery used and the price of diesel is through the roof. I feel like a lot of farmers are going to lose out on business." The Farmer's Guide has discussed the impact the Ukraine war is having on British farms. In the UK, it has raised food security concerns and increased the strain on farmers already battling the impacts of the coronavirus pandemic. Agriculture and Horticulture Development Board Head of Strategic Insight, David Swales, told the publication, "What's happened in the last few weeks has had a phenomenal impact on the agricultural market. Ukraine is a really big producer and a big global exporter, particularly of wheat and oilseed type products, so that's having a profound effect on prices. Russia is the world's biggest exporter of wheat, producing around 18% of international exports, while Ukraine produces about 12% of the world's wheat." Peter went on to discuss how he tackles the pressure when dealing with life or death situations in his role on a local level. He said, "I think the surgeons have fantastic training at university. When you are on a course, you're under a lot of pressure there, so when you go out to work we are used to dealing with pressure. You are dealing with life and death and we never take it for granted, but you learn to cope with that and deal with it. We sometimes fail, but James Herriot once said to me, 'Peter, you can only do your best,' and that has stuck with me from that day." Peter used to work for James Herriot, otherwise known as Alf White, who penned the All Creatures Great and Small books. He qualified from the University of Liverpool in 1981 and worked at Skeldale Veterinary Centre for many years. Alongside Alf White, he worked with Donald Sinclair, the original Siegfried Farman from Alf's books. Opening up about what he loves most about his job and the series, he said, "I feel very much a part of the farming community here. As long as the public wants us, our viewing figures are still very good, and as a consequence the channel is happy and the public are happy."